In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules to help us navigate the market and identify high probability setups. On the ES right now, what I can see is that we have massive bullish spike working higher, and we have some slight bullish bias present in this consolidation. So you can see definitely if you have to pick a side, there is bullish bias rather than bearish bias. So I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to pay close attention to this consolidation because this is the most recent structure. Flat EMA, consistent price swings up and down, so I know I'm working with some form of a trend range. We have a failed breakout, but because we traded up into this, I don't really want to sell just yet. Market is breaking below EMA, which is a good sign that the sellers are back in the market. And we actually have new high here. You have many matching highs. You can basically take this entire price swing, reset the count, and treat it as a first entry long. You have a break here, pull back, second entry long failure. Because it looks like a trend range, I can draw channel working lower, and this would be bearish reversal pattern. The fact we're going back into trend range, not a bad trade. The bar looks big, but it's not really that big when you look at points, only 3.25. So this is a decent high probability setup. Felt second entry long, is close to resistance, and most breakouts will fail. Downtrend is working lower. We have some overshoot. When I'm watching this live and I see break of the trend, I still expected some double trap, but notice what happened. We have significant push above EMA. So at this point, I have to ask myself, hold on, what's happening? Because I'm going to take a look at 10,000 tick chart higher time frame. What I can see is that EMA is rejecting strongly. The EMA really is holding prices the whole time. The bias really looks super bullish on 10,000 tick chart. So I can use slightly higher time frame. Basically, it looks like 5-minute chart similar to this. So I can use slightly higher time frame to help me analyze what is the big bias, so I know why certain price moves happen on the 2000 tick chart I trade as a main chart. So now I'm back to 2000 tick chart, and this push above EMA is further confirming the fact that okay, the bullish bias is kicking in. So I'm forgetting about new low of this downtrend. I'm completely forgetting about new low of this downtrend. The bullish imbalance is kicking in. The main bullish bias is kicking in. Remember, we started with a massive bullish spike, so as a trader I know there is more of a bullish bias. Okay, new high can reset. We have significant correction again. We're kind of whipsawing now. I'm taking it easy because I have a bunch of overshoots. You have a new low here, first entry short. You had new high, first entry long, second entry long failure. Now, the failed second entry long didn't get a trigger, but I'm still not confident taking the failed second entry long given the fact that the main bias is so bullish. It really looks on 10,000 tick chart as the EMA is holding and we're going to go higher. So even had there been trigger, I would have waited. It managed to test the new low, and now we have push above EMA, and this is what you're looking for. You have bullish imbalance, main bias is bullish, downtrend played out with the break new low. This is telling you there is no reason for market to go lower, and now we have strong push above EMA indicating possible resumption, and we have high-low confirmation setup. This is not textbook high-low, this is more contextual high-low. It's confirming the fact that the downtrend played out, and you have the bullish bias as we analyzed on 10,000 tick chart. But this is a decent high low to consider. The bar is only 1.5 points big. Can I get a failed second entry short? I can get a failed second entry short, but the problem is the signal bar is a bearish bar, not great. And double bar entry is a little bit too big. You kind of want to buy at the bottom. The structure is quite weak, so unfortunately not a great failed second entry short. Market keeps pushing higher. I'm not really looking to sell because we trade up into this. Okay, once again, I'm going to zoom out. You have to remind yourself of the main bias. We trade up. In fact, you can tell it's no longer acting much like a trend range, and once you can see trend range that is slightly tilted in one side, it looks like some form of a weak trend. So this is looking like a weak uptrend, and the best way to trade these weak uptrends is to wait for correction phase to end and take some nice setup after push above EMA to catch the beginning of the push phase. But because it is a weak uptrend, I'm not really looking to sell. I'm mainly going to draw now wider channel. Normally in healthy trend range, I would keep uptrend break new high, but because we have the bullish bias, I'm going to draw a little bit wider. We have a second entry long here. I didn't take the second entry long. It felt not sufficient enough for me. You have a new high here, first entry long, pull back, second entry long. Second entry long triggered here, but of course you cannot go above this bar. You need to wait for this bar to get a trigger. It's a bullish bar, we're buying. I didn't take it because you're buying quite the top of the move. I was looking for some high low, something like this to truly confirm, okay, it's confirming the second entry long, the uptrend is in play, because there can also be some tiny break. So it wasn't the clearest trade. If you took it, I mean, I can mark it, not a big fan, but I mean, decent setup to consider. I was really hoping we can get some nice high low. No high low. I'll try and play that with the break, push to new high. So now I'm going to pause looking to go long. The market keeps pushing higher. You have felt second entry short. At this point, I was eyeing potential spike and a channel pattern because market really looks bullish, just like on 10,000 tick chart. But I don't like this felt second entry short. You have micro double top here, can't reset. You're buying at the top of the move. You know, this is a very weak uptrend. This is not some strong trending market. Okay, it can just be uptrend, break new high, 2 legs to new high, and then reversal. Not a big fan. Okay, market is correcting. I was looking for high low above EMA to confirm second entry long and testing the new high. We have some downtrend working low that has overshoot. Now, you're not really expecting now new low for this downtrend because the retracement of this downtrend is super deep and you had overshoot, and overshoot can generate stronger momentum in the opposite direction. Okay, you can tell here you have no retest of new high because overshoot generated significant pullback in the opposite direction. Here the same thing, overshoot, oversold area, market needs to go into equilibrium, and this is why you're not expecting new low, because there can be stronger pressure. So now I can combine the main bullish bias with the overshoot, and I'm thinking about felt second entry short new low, first entry short, pull back, felt second entry short, something like this. Okay, this is what I'm thinking about. You can also see that the kill is coming to play, but there was no felt second entry short, no nothing. Just push to a new extreme. We're going very sideways. This is super choppy. Nothing triggered properly. There's no trigger here, so you can't really take anything. I mean, market really slowed down a lot. Now, I can see price action working hard even after new high of this channel. I actually like connecting these two swings. We have a brand new uptrend starting. Anything to explain why market keeps going higher. You can also draw something secondary like this. Okay, because you can see EMA holding every single time. We keep going higher. 10K is still very bullish. So you don't have to be perfect when you have this low amount of bars. You basically have to work with what you get. But you're working with the EMA. You have so many high highs and high lows. It looks like a new uptrend. So I'm trying to identify reasons why market keeps going higher. New high first entry long. New high can reset. Once again, I have to reset the count. New high, no break here, no break here. First entry long. First entry long is still in play. You need some pullback after first entry long. Break below bars lows. Now this is happening. I was looking for second entry long. I was really hoping you would get some second entry long, but none of this form, just first entry long. And this is pretty much it for the day. It was super slow price action. Nothing really happened. Well, we actually managed rally strongly into the close, but there was pretty much no safe trade, just the first entry, unfortunately. So this is the overall structure for today. Super weird trading day. This wasn't a bad trading day by any means because there are no traps, and it's always a good trading day when there are no traps. But when I first opened my chart, I came in way too late because the time changed, and I saw this massive spike. I thought, okay, this is going to be super volatile price action, but price action stalled a lot. It got very slow. I was really surprised that market is so slow. There are not that many great trades, but for the reason ATR was super low, so nothing we can do. Handful of trades, but we don't have that many bars to work with. It was super slow, so I really hope tomorrow market will pick up. We get a little bit more action, a little bit more price action, because when the market is this slow, you know what happens a lot to traders is that they start to manufacture reasons for trades, because when the market is moving quickly and you have a lot of bars and you're waiting for the new structure to emerge. But once the market is taking a long time to print these bars, there's not enough information to work with. Traders generally tend to get quite angsty and they want to finally take a trade because they've been waiting for such a long time. But because there's not that many bars, the structure is not developed, so you can't really trust anything. You're maybe still guessing, so your patience really was tested on a day like this, where you really have to wait a long time for your pattern and structure to be confirmed. But there are a few trades, no traps fortunately, and we ended up rolling high. It's a shame there was no second entry long. First entry here, first entry again. So unfortunately, no safe way to enter. I guess you can make a case, but even this triple test doesn't really look like clean triple test. Yeah, not that great. So you can't really find a safe way to get in. Now that I'm looking back, there's also a decent trade right here because it was spiked into this bullish structure. You know, one leg down, break, second leg down. You have some congestion here, so you can view it as a fill breakout of this congestion, two legs down, and some one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. So you can consider, but this happened quite early. decent second entry long, new high first entry long, second entry long, triple test after 2 legs down, and you trade up into this, so you can always trust your long opportunities more. But I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.